All right, guys, let's have a little learning for a moment. You know, I teach school, and let's do a little wheat cent history here. Now, if you know your wheat pennies, they made them from 1909 through 1958 at Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. San Francisco wasn't featured on all the dates, but a lot of them it was, especially the early ones. Most of the early ones from San Francisco are also like key and semi-key dates, and usually the tougher ones to find. Now, this one is kind of an anomaly because if you look down here at the bottom, I actually cannot zoom in any further. And if I could ever hold still, there we go. There's a V, a D, and a B. This is the initials for actually the engraver. His name was Victor David Brenner, or Victor D. Brenner. And the way, really, what the story, or how the story goes, he designed the coin, and it was customary for the engravers at that time to actually put their name or initials on the coin. And he initially put Victor David Brenner on the bottom. He put his first, middle, and last name. Now, Charles Barber at that time, who was the mint, let's see, I'm trying to think of exactly his title. He's the mint engraver, I guess the chief engraver. He thought that took up a little bit too much space and was a little audacious, I guess, and he shortened it to VDB. And many of you have probably heard of the VDB pennies if you know anything about wheat pennies or anything. Now, when this came out, the VDB in 1909 was, there on all of the wheat pennies in 1909, and actually they were not. I don't know. The initials didn't go over very well, I guess. It wasn't as inconspicuous as they had been in previous years, and they eventually just removed them. Now, if you know your coins, you know that the VDB from San Francisco is the rare one. And so this is the 1909 SVDB Wheat Penny. Now, it took me 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get to that in this really amazing coin, but I just had to do that to you. I knew some of you were wondering. This coin itself is kind of the creme de la creme, per se, of American coins, especially American coppers. The 1909 SVDB is the date that everyone is missing. I've seen so many books out there where they have every wheat penny except the 1909 SVDB and usually like the 1922 No D. And those are the two that they're missing, and that's a rare coin too, the 22 No D or Light D. But values of this coin. This coin usually starts in rough shape at about $600. You might find them a little less than that, but they're just so hot on the market that you really don't see them for any less than that. Up in the mint state range, depending on which grade of mint state, you can be talking $2,000 to $2,500. Now, this one itself, if you look at the grade on the front there, the obverse is a little weaker than the reverse. It's a nice chocolate brown. It's never been cleaned or anything like that. I have a VF30 to compare this to. That is a 31S, which is another key date. And the 31S is a VF30. This is slightly less than that. So it's probably in about that VF25 range. And then the back of it, right here, the back of this is more your VF30, VF35 type reverse. So where would it grade if I actually got it graded? I don't know. I'm saying that VF25, VF30 range. That puts the value of this coin probably in the ballpark of, $1,000 or so. And the cool part about it is this coin, like acquiring this, it was nowadays you either get online and find them or you just get lucky. And I got lucky. So just like a lot of coin collectors, basically we've got a bag of wheat pennies, and I have, I don't know, a good 8,000 I have rolled, and then right now I have about 12,000 or so that I have not went through, and I go through 50 to 100 a month or so. Time doesn't allow me to go through a whole lot anymore, but this was either in that bag or I acquired it through some coins I picked up the other day, some actual just rolls of wheat pennies. Now, they were early wheat pennies, so I'm assuming that's where it came from. But the rolls themselves, I just kind of put right on top. I unrolled them, put them right on top of the bag, and that's that. So that's the story of how I got my SVDB. I'm assuming it was in those rolls because there were some other S mints, some early S mints. There was a 1910 S as well in there, which is a tougher coin to find. But there was lots of excitement with this thing. And I've since, I've put it up for sale a little bit, trying to make a quick buck. And this is one of those coins that it's faked a lot. So it's actually really smart to get these things graded, certified, and they're super easy to sell after that. But I just wanted to share this with you. It's really a once in a lifetime coin, and I am looking to sell it. I'm no longer doing the coin thing so much. I know I just said I have like 20,000 wheat pennies, but I don't know, it's a good way to pass the time sometime. And then sometimes you do get lucky and you find this. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.